I have to just keep voicing the way that I voice, whether that's online or in person or this type, I'm always going to be true, but I'm also not going to try to spend my precious energy that I only have like so much of trying to change some guy's opinion.
Hi, my name is Tina Hong. I'm Anna Ostrowski. And we are here with my good friend Aimee Enlow with Synergence. She is a multi-entrepreneur. She's a huge collaborator, a big woman supporter, and we always love those like yourself. So welcome, Aimee.
Yay, thanks for having me, guys. I'm so excited.
Awesome. So I am just meeting you for the first time. So I want to hear a little bit about your story and how you are where you are right now.
Awesome. Well, I guess I should start where I got married when I was 17. So I did, and I moved 1,400 miles away, and I just from that point on kind of lost myself. I started just kind of becoming my spouse, right? I mean, I just kind of lost myself in his likes, his dislikes, his music taste, his hobbies, and I just didn't really have a foundation of myself. And that really started to grow in my 20s. I had 2 kids in my 20s, was married for 15 years actually. And
you look good. I wouldn't even guess.
Yeah. So I ended up really blossoming into my own. I feel like I had to be really like at rock bottom in order to regrow. And so I did that when I was like in my late 20s. And so I'm actually going to be 39 next week.
What?
And, yeah, and I'm excited. So in that rebuilding, there were some scary times. I was somebody that was told I should be in sales my whole life. And I was like, nope, not going to do it. I would rather have a small paycheck that was consistent than to have to actually rely on myself. And then I found this boot camp that I joined as a patron, and fell in love. I fell in love with the community of women. It was all women boot camp. I fell in love with the ability to empower others. I ended up becoming a leader in that group, and then believed in myself enough to become a personal trainer. So I became a personal trainer and opened my own boot camp for women. And
Aimee, oh my gosh, I did not know this about you. Do you know I was a personal trainer for 10 years before I do what I do now?
No, I didn't know that.
That's why Chelsea and I kind of like have a.
That's why Chelsea and I connected too. Same.
Weird. I know. I love it.
I met Chelsea working at the Europa egg white, like stand with my friend Danny Johnson. And Chelsea came up to say hi. So yeah, I was very much in the fitness world, and so I did that. I ended up quitting my job, my corporate job. It was the scariest thing I've ever done, and the best, because then I had to rely 100% on myself. So I went from like being terrified to relying on myself to really building myself up enough through work to quit that corporate job that was holding me back, and really starting to design a life, live by a life of design. And so I ended up getting divorced, and was a full-time personal trainer, supporting myself, and really just empowering women and creating a community of women that uplift and support another. That's actually my favorite thing to do. I can reach women and I can empower women, but helping other women empower women and create communities that do that is really like gives me the chills.
We need more of that. I know, we need more of you.
So thanks. I mean, we're connected for a reason, So in the last 4 years, I have been part of a company called Synergence International, and I'm an international trainer with the company and team leader. My team has sold about $14 million in skincare and makeup in that 4 years. And so I love what I do. I love our products that are all on my face.
Which looks beautiful.
I know, thank you so much. I love skincare. I love makeup. I really think of the company as like a train that, carries my passion.
Yeah.
And you know, I love to collaborate with other women that have the same passion to empower to empower women. So I feel like I'm a connector. You know, I love
Yeah.
to. You know, I know I've connected you to some of my girlfriends.
Yeah, so right. You brought up a really good point, and when I was younger, I used to think like, oh, there's so much makeup, da 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 da, da, right? But really, makeup was empowering for me. Like I could be whoever I wanted to be and feel really good about myself, whether it be and a lot of makeup or a little bit of makeup, lashes, like contouring makes me feel good, right? But at the same time, now that I'm in my 30s, honestly, like just really good skin makes me feel good. And
Right.
yeah, and I don't have to feel the need of, okay, I can't walk out of this house without makeup. I now do it just because it's fun for me to do.
Yes.
And so I think itself, skincare and makeup alone is very empowering.
Yeah.
When maybe sometimes the stipulations, oh, the misconceptions of wearing too much makeup or whatever, right?
Right. Or like you're hiding from something if you're wearing
Or
makeup.
you don't love yourself because
Right.
that's not true at all, right?
Yeah, I feel like it's really a creative outlet. I'm really creative, and I love, like, if you could see my desk right now.
I can see your wall. I can see your wall. Your wall.
Oh, my wall, yeah. This is my space. This is my office. So this is where I hold inventory. This is where I do one-on-one makeovers and teach women how to wear makeup however they choose, however they feel most comfortable. This is where I do online makeup tutorials right here. This is where I do my personal makeup, even if I'm not doing an online tutorial. Yeah. But also, I love my skin. You know, I love the changes that I've been able to see and kind of reverse some of the, I worked in tanning salons when I was a kid. And so I worked in tanning salons for like 3 or 4 years in my teenage years.
I went to that a lot. Yeah, I had a membership. Yeah. But I'm Asian. I'm like, we're supposed to be naturally tan. No, you know what? It takes a lot of work to look natural.
Yeah, right. I mean, I love to be tan. I love it, but I don't want the sun damage.
Well, I have a question about your business. So yeah. I think honestly, one of the hardest things about business is actually just being a good leader. Like you can really be awesome at doing what you're doing in sales, right? But I actually really think other humans are hard to deal with, hard to motivate, hard to do your job and then help them, encourage them. Yeah, and then managing a team, and you've been able to do it multiple times. It sounds like the theme in your life is you've been seen as a leader in all the roles that you've held. How do you is that a self thing that you lead like that, or did you learn that? Like walk me through ways that you show leadership.
Yeah.
How did you come about it?
Well, I am a natural leader. I'm a Leo. I'm, if you're familiar with the DISC personality, I'm a DI. So that means I'm a driver and I'm a influencer at the same level. So I'm going to get things done and I'm going to take the people with me, to do it. So those are my natural traits. Now I will tell you that those traits have some negative to them as well.
Hey, at least you admit it. Yep.
Yeah. And so in my 20s, it looked different than in my 30s, and even in my early 30s, it looked different than my late 30s. So where I might have gotten like impatient with people before, not going at my pace, or I might have even like lacked some compassion for challenges because the way that I was raised and the way I was working when I was a really young age and really worked hard for everything I had. I just really lacked, I honestly lacked self-compassion. And if you lack self-compassion, you don't have the capacity to have compassion for other people. So, so once I really started working on having some self-compassion, I was able to just be really compassionate for other people in their stages of life and know that like everybody ebbs and flows, and some things are harder for people than for me, or vice versa. Maybe something that's really hard for me is not hard for other people. So just like learning. I think when I was younger, I just wanted everyone to go at my speed, at my pace, that's like the negative side of a leader, Yeah. So I really had to clean that up. I mean, I really had to hone in on listening and really understanding someone else's perspective and learning how other people communicate and learning how I communicate and adjusting my style to meet them where they're at.
Yeah. Was that something that you learned because of like something happened where you're like, oh shit, I lost someone
Right.
really meaningful to me because I was, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Or
I
was it
mean,
a mentor
I
or
found,
how did you come to that?
yeah,
Yeah.
I found that I was like being misunderstood a lot, and it really hurt my feelings.
Oh.
Um, like people would take me wrong, or I felt I was being taken wrong, you know, like I was bossy, demanding, like too assertive, and
Right.
not like my team so much, but just people in my life, you know. And so I just really, you know, they say multi-level marketing or direct sales is personal development with a paycheck. There's truth to that, you know. And so I've been, you know, growing personally and developing really intentionally for probably 10 years. So
Wow.
it's just taken, and it takes a lot of practice, you know, like if you mess up, and relationships are hard, right? I mean, there's so many dynamics. So if you mess up in a relationship, you just have to watch the patterns and then make adjustments. So now I feel really great with communication most of the time, you know. Um, a lot of that's how I'm internally controlled. But so I guess I like danced around your question. So yeah, I'm a
Oh,
leader.
what'd you
Huh?
say? I felt like you answered it for
Okay,
me.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I'm a natural leader. However, you have to hone in on work on leadership skills always.
Right. And now I'm gonna
Yeah.
like
I didn't
just
interrupt your question earlier.
no. So I'm gonna ask a question. So I actually just posted about this on Instagram a little bit ago about how being a female in business, like you said, sometimes I'm looked at as too bossy, but my male coworker can say the same thing, and it's like, oh, later, and it's like,
Right.
come
This is
on.
my idea.
And so, do you mind touching on that a little bit, mostly because I can tell how much you want to empower other women. So, can you speak to what that journey has been like dealing, you know, with men who maybe frown upon your women empowerment and the like feminism has such an icky term again, like people don't like that word, and I'm like, I'm a feminist because I empower women and I empower men.
Yeah.
Right.
So can you just talk a little bit about that and how that's been for you?
Yeah. So the really great thing is the past 10 years, again, almost 10 years, I've been in almost female only environments. You know, I've created that.
Choice? Is that by choice?
Yeah, within my boot camps, that
Right.
female only, and the whole company was female only. And then within makeup and skincare, there are a few men, but it's mostly all women. And so I've definitely like honed in on these niche areas
Yeah.
that I'm not surrounded by a lot of men. I mean, we do have male executives, but this is such an interesting question because the only interaction I've had with this type of negativity is personal. And in my personal life with whether it be, you know, a friend, a spouse's husband,
Right.
and I guess I just don't feel the need to engage.
I love that.
Yeah, like
Right.
it's so not worth my energy.
Oh, I love, yeah.
No, I mean,
like that.
I have to just keep voicing the way that I voice, whether that's online or in person or this type, you know, I'm always going to be true, but I'm also not going to try to spend my precious energy that I only have like so much of trying to change some guy's opinion of.
No, amen to that. And
Yeah.
that kind of leads into the next topic of, you know, being like you were talking about in like direct sales, and you've probably gotten some people that have given you pushback on that. I know I had people that wanted to share their opinions with me when I didn't ask for it. So talk to us a little bit about that as well, and how you've stayed focused on where you do put your energy and where your passions are and block other people out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's twofold because I love that you said about direct sales because there is such like an icky thing about direct sales. And, you know, there's a difference between multi-level marketing and direct sales. So, you know, multi-level marketing is the option to build a team. You know, pyramids, people say pyramids, those are illegal. There are companies that are actively investigated and shut down all the time because of illegal, you know, but to earn a commission from a company because you are helping other people build a business is not illegal, or is it shady or yucky? And that's multi-level marketing. And then direct sales is saying, I have this product right here and I can sell it to you directly. So those are two separate things. They're not one and the same. And not all companies are both multi-level marketing and direct sales. So you can come into Synergence and you can just sell a product. You do not have to multi-level market. So so that's a really great thing to understand the difference. And I hear this a lot from people where they're like, I don't want to bother people. I don't want to ask people. I don't want to this. I don't want that. And I've been really, really successful in the company, and I don't like slide in people's DMs. I'm not that person. I mean, I am who I am, and people know what I do. And if they want to join me, if I think if a friend shares that they're in financial need, I might say like, hey, I mean, have you considered, because you could make a little money like this week if you wanted, but only from like a caring standpoint, not from like I want you to do something for me. It's always like, how can I help you? And and helping them may have nothing to do with my business, right? Because it's always about the other person. So sharing my opinion, I'm not like big enough to have haters yet. Yes,
you are.
I mean, I don't have people.
Yes, I love that.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have like people that are just like, because I do write a lot. I love to express. I write, like if you look at my Instagram posts, I love to write multi-paragraphs. I love to write about experiences. I love to create like a mind-opening thought process for people. So, but I don't have anybody coming in and being like, this is stupid, or like, or like, you're fat, or like, I don't have anybody like coming in and saying things. And if they do, like, I don't know, but
I just started following you.
Oh, thanks. My phone just went off. So I just want to like put out positive energy. And I think a lot of life is like attracting people to you, like-minded and like soul. So I love to, it's funny, this is like super random, but I go to a chiropractor, and every time I walk in, he's like, are you always like this? Like,
yes.
He's like, I'm so glad you came in today with 125% energy, because I needed that at this moment, but I just feel like we can give off, and it's not our responsibility by any means, but we are responsible for our energy. And I think it's important to know what we are putting out into the universe.
Absolutely.
I love that.
Yeah, and it's because it's contagious too, right? I mean, when you're talking to someone who's negative and has bad energy and it's just complaint, you walk away from that feeling the same way, versus like even talking to you, I feel like I honestly got my Friday 3 p.m. boost of energy.
Really?
Like straight up.
I know.
I did.
You're like a shot of B12,
so
man.
It definitely is very contagious.
Funny.
So we appreciate that.
Well, thanks. I appreciate it.
So one big thing that since the day I met you, you've always come across like super confident, and even in the Zoom, right? You're not even in my presence, but I feel your confidence level, right? So talk to us about, is that natural, or did it come with a certain level of achievement, or
a bunch of failures?
Yeah, or was that maybe ingrained in you because you're the favorite child and the oldest child?
I'm
a middle child.
Lots of failures. It came from actually having to grow up quick, and I came from a divided household, and I worked, like I said, I was working hard from an early age. I graduated high school a little bit early so that I could just work full time and then move away and get married. So I adulted really fast, built my first home at 21 years old, and I was was doing really adult things really young. And so it's interesting because I really want, there's this thing as a mom, like I really want my kids to also be confident and have work ethic, but also not have to figure out how they're their car, their insurance, all the things. And so I think like one thing I do with them always is I have them make the phone calls that they need to make. I have them order the food or even like my daughter needs a form right now from school, and I'm like, call call the school, you know, like you need the form, you do the thing, you know? So it's just instilling those types of things. I'm hoping to instill that same confidence. I would say for myself, so that's part of it, is like growing up and having to do those things. And I've always gotten that. I've always gotten people that say, I wish I was as confident as you, or I wish I had your confidence, or when you walk in the room, like people know you're there. And I don't like command it. I don't actually like, I'm actually like an extrovert introvert. I like,
it's called an ambivert.
Yeah.
Chelsea's one.
Chelsea is too. And you've seen me, you saw me, you know, recently in person, and I don't come in and like,
yeah, she does.
I'm not like,
whoa.
Yeah, she doesn't.
I'm here.
Yeah, you're not one to be like, let me get the attention of everyone.
No.
It's like, it definitely is like an aura of some confidence that's around you.
Well,
I don't know how to explain it.
Thank you. I'm just intentional. And so it's just really interesting, because I feel like maybe I should get a little curious about that and dig a little deeper on the confidence, because people do comment on that often. And I will say that, like, this is really important. I've spoken on a lot of stages. My biggest stage was 2,000 people, and I was like crying in the bathroom before it was happening. And I go towards hard things. I move towards things that are very scary for me, and I do them anyway. And I think that builds confidence. You know, like I am terrified of public speaking, and I put myself through Toastmasters. I don't know if y'all know that program. I like on my lunch break when I was still in corporate world, I put myself through Toastmasters, because I was like, sometime in my life, I'm going to be talking on stages about really important things. And now I've traveled to Australia to speak on a stage. I've like, I've been on multiple stages now, and it's like, I'm terrified.
Still?
Yes, terrified. But I'll still do it, and it'll make me like, it takes me about 3 minutes, and I'm like dripping sweat. My body is fight or flight, you know, but my message is more important. Like, if I connect with one person, then like I have to get over myself, you know?
That's funny. They say the two biggest fears in life is one, actually public speaking is number one, and the second one is death. Isn't that weird?
Yeah.
It's insane. So you conquered, you know.
Well, let's not try to
Conquer the first one.
Okay, let's stop there.
It's like a fun fact. I don't know why. Okay, so one, let me just recap some of the things that I heard from you today. You can correct me if I'm wrong. I heard you really live your life for play, right? I heard know yourself, know your personality, and you just don't engage if it doesn't fit for you. Like, those are kind of like some really good, I think, values that, you know, any 20 or 30-year-old watching this would take away.
Yeah.
And you live your life by design, right? And I love that about you. Your tagline, I don't know if it's yours or you coined it or not, but I love it. It's personal development with a paycheck.
Oh yeah.
You're basically living your life and getting paid to enjoy it and play, right?
Yeah.
And what you practice yourself, you practice for your children too, and I love that about you. So I'd love to just take a minute. We're gonna let you share your screen to have the viewers find out where they can find you, maybe get in touch with you, your product, or maybe just ask for advice. Where would they go?
Yeah, awesome. So they would go to Instagram is This Empowered Life. And I will share, first I'm going to tell you real quick, like I want to show you a little bit about what my face looks like and on camera, because I know
please.
Yeah, please.
and then I'll show you where you can like, look around at products. But it's important, like everybody's doing Zoom meetings right now. You know, yeah.
And I both leaned in. We're like, okay, teach us.
Yeah. So everyone's doing Zoom meetings right now, and you know, you want to kind of look put together, or maybe just like look awake. I obviously have more makeup on than awake, what I would consider awake makeup. But if you notice where it's lighter and darker, can y'all tell on my face?
Yes.
So where do you see
for Zoom meetings?
Yeah. So where do you see the light? Let's start with light.
Light,
like the
under here and on your forehead.
like a T.
Yeah, and like a little bit here. Over here.
Yeah, here, and here.
Yeah.
So that's really important, because those are all the areas that light or sun bounce off of your face. So
Does it change with Asian people? I'm black.
No, 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 it doesn't.
Okay.
No. So those are the areas that you want lighter on your face. And then the darker areas, you'll see it comes, I bronze, you know, all the way down through my forehead. I mean, I have a taller forehead. So I come through and bronze all the way to my cheeks. Yeah. And sometimes I'll come in through the chin, but I don't have anything on my ear today. So your cheek's going to go, your bronzer is going to go through here. It's going to depend on the shape of your face. You can just kind of play around. You're not going to really mess it up. You want to give yourself a few fingers from your chin, from your jawline up to not bring it too down. If you bring it down too far, you're going to shorten your face. Yeah.
Let me work this.
So that's actually like 100%. Like I'm looking at mine right now and I'm like, there's so much light here and then nowhere else. So I needed
so makeup is about creating a blank canvas and then going in and adding your contrast. So I post on my Instagram, there's some side-by-side pictures of me without makeup and then with me with makeup. Awesome. And the cool thing is you can see on my natural bare face the same light and dark places that are on all of our natural faces. But when we go with like a blank canvas of foundation, we take away all that natural color. So we need to go back in and add and remove. So then your blush is going to go pretty much like right on top of that area. Yeah. And then I always love to highlight the cheekbones.
Yours look good.
Thank you.
Zoom approved.
Thank you. So that's just a little quick tip for like where to do highs and lows, because makeup is really just all about creating depth and whatever opposite of depth is.
Shallow? I don't know.
But I needed that.
It's probably just like all layer. Yeah, highlight and depth.
Next time I do my makeup like that and like take the time, I'm gonna send you like a little picture on Instagram.
Yeah, please. I would love that.
I do on Zoom all the time. And so
and I do Zoom one-on-ones. Yeah, I do Zoom one-on-ones as well. But yeah, people can find me on Instagram, This Empowered Life. And then let me hop over and share my screen so you can look at my website here.
And there's no underscores or anything.
There is, I'm sorry. There is. It's this _empowered_ life.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, there is.
Oh, I love this.
So, oh my gosh, I'm obsessed with lip scents.
Wait, if you were on a deserted island, what would you make sure you have? Like, mine is concealer, legit.
Oh, like what makeup products?
Yeah, like one thing.
Blush.
Wow.
Really?
Why? Because it's multi-usable? Like, why?
Yeah, because you could put it on your cheeks, on your eyelids, on your lips.
Oh. Would you say that same answer?
I would not have said blush.
What would you say?
Mascara.
Oh, okay.
Or bronzer.
Contour. Mine would actually be contour.
Something that would, it always would be about the cheek. Like something, and a lot of our makeup is cream to powder. Oh. And so, but look like this bronzer I could go with this. Watch this. This one.
And you want to flip back from your screen?
Oh yeah. You can't see me still?
Oh. I can, but you're tiny.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
I want to see what's going on, you know?
Okay. So like, see this?
Yeah.
So it's bronzer, but it's shimmery like a highlight.
What?
Yeah, so I would take something like this because then
I feel like mine would be contour and concealer.
Oh yeah, that's more than one, Tina. You're breaking the rules.
I know. Okay, contour. Because contour comes with light brown and another.
Oh, you're talking about palette.
Yeah,
contour palette.
A whole palette.
No. No, but okay. So out of curiosity, are you personally saying blush because the apples of your cheek are more prominent and that's you feel like maybe your best?
No, I think blush on everybody.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah, it's multi-use.
Got it. That makes sense.
Yeah, it's multi-use. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, I would say blush. Okay, now I'll reshare here. So I'll show people where they can like look around. This is me and just my bio, but then you can go in and like shop. You can learn about Synergence. Synergence is 21 years old as a company and started by, you can go into all the different little modules here. but this is synogens.com/thisempoweredlife. So synogens.com/thisempoweredlife. And our company was started by a single mom that just wanted an opportunity for other moms. And she's awesome. She's my friend and mentor, and 21 years running. Yeah. So love her dearly. And it's just really
Did she like create the formula, or she?
Yes.
Oh,
Like she went out and sold. She started with 6 lip colors and sold $1 million worth of product herself in her first year.
I gotta meet her.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
wow.
And she works like I've never seen anybody work before. She's an inspiration. She's one of the only companies out there of the owner and founder has actually done the work.
Oh, that's so
No,
true.
it's so true.
Because it's hard to like tell people what to do if you didn't. You have like you almost don't have a sense of respect, right? If they didn't really go through the same pain points you went
Right. Right. And she still does it, you know? She still leads a team, you know?
Well, know that you're taking some of her inspiration that she gave to you and you're giving it to other women. So thank you for that, because I can feel that. So I appreciate
y'all.
that.
Thank you for having me.
Yes,
No.
it was so nice to meet you. And I feel like I needed all of this.
I
Like,
know.
not only just to hear it and the things you talked about, you know, how you live your life and, you know, about where you put your energy, but also my face needed it too. So thank you so much. I also need to go buy lip gloss from you because I'm obsessed with that. So I followed you on Instagram. I'm Anna Ostrowski.
And I'm Tina Hong.
Aimee Enlow.
So lucky to have you, girl. Have an awesome weekend, and thank you again for coming on.
You too. Thanks, girls.
Bye.
Bye.